So in 17.3, do you have any other doubt? Not 17, 3.3. In this chapter, do you have any other doubt? Let me know. In 3.3, do you have any other doubt? Question number 18. Prateek has asked question number 18. How many of you are having doubt in this question, guys? Raise your hand. How many of you are having doubt in question number 18? Okay, as I can see, Bhumika has raised. Okay, Bhumika, yes, Ashwini, Vikas, Karthik. ठीक है बच्चा, देखो. Okay, Tanish. देखो solve करता हूँ. So it is asked us in the question. It is asked to us that if alpha is given, beta is given, we need to express beta in the form of beta 1 plus beta 2, where beta 1 is parallel to alpha and beta 2 is perpendicular to alpha. Okay? Tell me, how do you write? Let me. Question number 18, right? So P 3.3. Question number 18. Okay, बताता हूँ रिप्लाई, don't worry. So it is asked to us, question क्या है? So beta is given to us as alpha is 3, 1 and this is 2, 1 minus 3. Alpha is 3i cap minus j cap. And what is beta? Beta is 2, 1 minus 3. 2, 1 and minus 3. We have to express beta in terms of beta 1 plus beta 2 in such a way that this beta 1 should be parallel to alpha and beta 2 should be perpendicular to alpha. So beta 1 is parallel to alpha. इसका meaning क्या है? How do we write parallel vectors? So beta 1 should be parallel to alpha. Can I say if I write a vector is equal to some let's say कि constant k into vector b, what does that mean? If a is equal to some constant k into vector b, what does that mean? We say that a cap must be equal to b cap and modulus of a is equal to k times modulus of b. This is what we get, right? So if it is given to you as a is equal to kb, that means their unit vectors will be same. That means a and b, both of them are in the same direction. That means a and b are parallel vectors, right? So whenever somebody asks you, write a vector which is parallel to some other vector, okay? So the first thing that you should do is what? You should express that particular term in terms of linear. ऐसा करेंगे. So if beta 1 is parallel to alpha, I'll write beta 1 is equal to, let us say, some lambda into alpha. And what is lambda there? Lambda is a constant, a scalar quantity. Okay? So alpha, lambda into alpha. So I can write this is nothing but lambda into 3i cap minus j cap. If I put this value here, I would get 2i cap plus j cap minus 3k cap is equal to lambda into 3i cap minus j cap plus beta vector. Got it? Now from here, I'll try with beta 2. I'll try to get the value of beta 2. So what is beta 2? I'll say 2 minus 3 lambda I cap plus 1 plus lambda j cap minus 3k cap. Got it, guys? What I have done? I have brought this to the left hand side. So 2 minus 3 lambda I cap. 1, this will come here to, when this particular term will come to LHS, it will become plus. So minus आएगा नहीं इधर. So minus minus plus. Okay, what will happen? 1 plus lambda j cap, then minus 3k cap. Now this is what beta 2 is what? Since beta 2 is perpendicular to alpha vector, so I can say that beta 2 dot alpha vector must be 0. Got it, guys? So beta 2 plus alpha vector must be 0. चलो निकालते हैं. तो beta 2 क्या मिला है? तो 2 minus 3 lambda I cap plus 1 plus lambda j cap minus 3k cap. dot. What is alpha vector? Alpha is nothing but 3i minus j cap. So 3i minus j should be 0. You know how to find dot product, right? So let us find dot product. क्या मिलेगा बच्चा लोग? So if I multiply it, so 2 minus 3 lambda into 3 minus 1 into 1 plus lambda plus minus 3 into 0 is equal to 0. So this is how we calculate the dot product. कैसा निकालते हैं? So coefficient of I cap, coefficient of I cap, they'll be multiplied. Then coefficient of j cap, coefficient of j cap, they'll be multiplied. Then coefficient of k cap and coefficient of k cap. Here coefficient of k cap is 0. So this is the final answer. Now calculate it. So you'll get 6 minus 9 lambda minus 1 minus lambda is equal to 0. So I'll get here minus 10 lambda is equal to minus 5. So the correct answer is lambda is equal to 1 by 2. Once I know the value of lambda, that is 1 by 2, can I say now I can get this beta 1? Now what is beta 2? Beta 2 is this one, so I'll get beta 2 also. Tell me what is beta 1 then? So beta 1 vector is equal to 1 by 2 into 3i cap minus j cap. Now what is beta 2 vector? So beta 2 is nothing but, see, 2 minus 3 by 2, because if I put 1 by 2 here, 2 minus 3 by 2, that is 1 by 2. So 1 by 2 I cap. Now 1 plus 1 by 2, that means plus 3 by 2 j cap minus 3k cap. So this is beta 2. So if you add these two, you'll get beta. Alright guys, so this is how I can find beta 1 and beta 2. So now I can say that, okay, beta 1 is equal to beta is equal to beta 1 plus beta 2, where beta 1 will be this, beta 2 will be this. Guys, did you understand this? Click yes if you have understood the solution. I have just followed the question. Beta 1 is parallel to alpha. So I have written, see, I have written beta 1 is equal to lambda into alpha. I don't know what is that constant. Then beta 2 is what? Perpendicular to alpha. So from here, I got the value of beta 2. And then this beta 2 dot alpha has to be 0 because they're what? Perpendicular, right? बहुत बढ़िया. Question number 17, Dr. Vikas. बच्चा क्या पूछा है? Right angle triangle. If A, B and C, if they are position vector of vertices of a triangle, ठीक है? You have to consider, prove that the triangle that you are going to get is right angle triangle. Simple सी बात है. उनका dot product क्या मिलना चाहिए? 0. तो आपको मैं यही बता देता हूँ. If you are having, क्या देखो, A, B, C are position vectors of vertices of a triangle. ठीक है? Sir, please, after you take lambda, Nandan, what happened? This is beta 1, which should be parallel to alpha. Then I have just put this value, bacha. Since beta is equal to beta 1 plus beta 2, I have substituted the value of beta 1 here, and then beta 2. Then I got the value of beta 2. But in beta 2, again, lambda is what? An unknown quantity. Here also lambda is what? An unknown quantity. We have assumed that. So we have to get the value of lambda, correct? So how can we get the value of lambda? So in the equation, it is given that beta 2 must be perpendicular to alpha. So we know that if two vectors are perpendicular to each other, their dot product has to be 0. So beta 2 is perpendicular to alpha. So beta 2 dot alpha has to be 0. If I calculate that, I'll get the value of lambda. Once I'll get the value of lambda, I'm now having the value of beta 1. Then if I put the value of lambda here, I'll get the value of beta 2 also. That's it. Okay? Chalo. So, guys, how many of you are having doubt in question number 17? Please click yes or raise your hand. How many of you are having doubt in question number 17? Only 1, 3, 2. देखो बहुत ही आसान है. You don't have to worry about this. See, in the question it is told to you A, B, C are position vectors of vertices of a triangle. ठीक है? So if you're having, let's say, already this is a right angle triangle, so I'll try to draw right angle triangle only. There will not be any difference, but I'll try to draw a right angle triangle. Okay? So if these are the three vertices. Okay, if this is the origin, this is the origin. Oh, let me consider this is vector. I can say this is vector A, then this is vector B, then this is vector C. That's it. Now after this, what you have to do? Guys, did you understand this diagram? A, B, and C are position vectors of vertices of a triangle. So these are the vertices of the triangle. I am assuming this is vector A, this is vector B, this is vector C. You can also assume this is vector, this is A, this is B, this is, I don't know which point is A or B or C, right? So I have considered arbitrary. So since this is a right angle triangle, can I say any of the two lines must make 90 degree with each other, right? Now, if I ask you to find out this side, or if I ask you to find out the side of these triangles, how will you find that? Can I say if this is vector A, this is vector B, and if I name this, let's say this is A, capital A, this is B, this is C. If I ask you to find AB, vector AB, tell me, how will you get vector AB? कैसे पता करोगे बच्चा लोग? So since position vector of this is given to us, if I convert that into coordinates, then it will become very, A minus B. Correct, Vikas? A minus B. AB is what? This vector will be nothing but AB. No, AB will be A to B, then B minus A. It should not be A minus B. ठीक है बच्चा? क्या बोल रहा हूं मैं? AB means A to B. तो A to B में B minus C बोलेंगे, ठीक है? If I denote this line, so this will be what? AB. This will be AB. So that will be B minus A, not A minus B. Okay? If I say BC, मतलब B to C. Okay? So if I say BC, then it should be C minus B. Similarly, if I say CA, so CA would be A vector minus C vector. Got it? Now, if I say, let us say AB निकालते तो AB क्या लिखेंगे? Vector B minus vector. Now, what is vector B minus vector A? तो करके देख लो. So minus 3i cap, then plus 2j cap minus k cap. This is vector B, this is vector A. So 1 minus 4 minus 3, 3 minus 1, 2, 2 minus 3 minus 1. Got it? Similarly, if I say BC vector, तो BC क्या होगा बताइए? C minus A, तो I'll write C vector minus A vector. तो C minus A करेंगे तो 2 minus 4, C 2 minus 4 minus 2. Then J cap में बताओ क्या है? Okay, in C vector we don't have J, तो 0 minus 1, minus 1 J cap. Now 7 minus 3 plus 4 K cap. So I got this vector, I got this vector, and then I should get AC vector, right? Or CA vector, जो भी लिखना है लिखो. If I say, let's say CA vector, तो CA क्या मिलेगा? तो A minus C, तो vector A minus vector. Sorry, I'm wrong here. This is CA. This is not BC. This is AC vector. Now let me find out BC vector. BC vector. ठीक है? तो BC will be C minus B vector. Got it? Yeah, correct. C minus B vector. तो C minus B क्या होगा? देखो जल्दी से. तो 2 minus 1, 1. So 2, this is 2 minus 1, 1. J cap तो है नहीं, तो I'll get 0 minus 3, minus 3 J cap. Now K cap, so C is having 7 K cap, B is having 2, so 7 minus 2, 5 K cap. So these are the three sides of a triangle. I don't know which two of them are perpendicular. However, in this figure, you can say, sir, AB and BC are perpendicular. That I don't know. I have just assumed that. This is a rough estimation. I don't know which point is A, which point is B, which point is C. And I'm not saying this is only X and Y. This is not in a 3D diagram. So in 3D space, there might be this condition. So any of these two will be perpendicular to each other, right? So if they are perpendicular to each other, that means any of these two or the dot product of any of these two will be 0, correct? So try to find out AB dot AC, then find out AC dot AB, then find out AB dot BC. If we got that let us say in first attempt only, AB dot AC is 0, then I'll say yes, AB dot AC is 0. That means they are perpendicular to each other. Or if you get AC dot BC is 0, that means if you take the dot product of these two vectors, that means 0. That means these two sides are what? AC and BC are what? Perpendicular to each other. Then again, I'll say this is what? A right angle triangle. Got it, guys? So you have to find that dot product and you have to figure out whether the dot product of any two vector is 0 or not. Okay? Got it, bacha log? Because I didn't get you what you're trying to say. Chalo, next question. In next chapter, tell me, what is the doubt? First doubt. 3.4. ICE, in class exercise. Question number 2. Find the unit vector perpendicular to both the vectors. I have already solved this question in the class, but I think you are having problem. Okay. So find the unit vector perpendicular to both the vectors. In which concept you get this particular condition that a vector will be perpendicular to two vectors? Kab milta hai? If I name this is vector A and this is vector B, tell me what will be the direction of vector A cross B if I name this is vector A and this one as vector B. Tell me, when do you get a vector which will be perpendicular to both A and B? अरे ना बच्चा, ऐसा क्या है? नहीं. Tell me, when do you get a vector when these two vectors are, when the third vector is perpendicular to both A and B? Yes, cross product of these two vectors. क्या है बच्चा लोग? Cross product of these two vectors will be perpendicular to A and perpendicular to B as well. Got it? So I'll use that only. So A kitna hai? Let me copy that. A is what? 1 minus 2 plus 3. 3.4, question number 2. So let us say vector A is I cap minus 2j cap plus 3k cap. Then 1, 2 minus 1. 1, 2 minus 1. So consider these are the two vectors. We have to find unit vector perpendicular to A and B. If I write R vector is equal to A cross B, can I say that this is also perpendicular to A and B? So I got a vector which is perpendicular to this. But do we need to find a vector which is perpendicular to A cross B? No, we have to find a unit vector. That means we have to find what is the R cap. So what is the question then? So we need to find what is R cap. That is what is required here, right? अच्छा, कैसे निकालोगे R cap बच्चा? तो R cap कैसे निकालोगे? Find out R vector first. So how will you find R cap? You know how to find cross product. How will you find cross product? By solving the determinant. तो कैसे निकालेंगे? तो R vector can be written as modulus of, ये determinant of. तो first क्या लिखते हैं हम लोग बच्चा? I cap, J cap and K cap. Now A cross B क्या निकालना है? A cross B. Now what is? Why are you saying R dot A? हाँ करो ना R dot A. But what is R? Do you know R? If you know already R, why do you find R cap then? ठीक है, देखो तो क्या निकालेंगे बच्चा? तो A वेक्टर क्या है? 1 minus 2 plus 3. 1 minus 2 plus 3. What is vector B? 1 2 minus 1. 1 2 minus 1. Now find out this. कैसे निकालेंगे? I cap into this they will be the remaining part. So I'll say minus 2 is 2 minus of 3 into 2 is what? 6 minus j cap. So j cap, if I take this particular term, this row and this column will be not considered. So I'm left with 1, 1, 3 minus. So 1 into 1 is what? Minus. So 1 into minus 1 is what? Minus 1. Minus of 3 into 1 is what? 3. Then plus k cap. Then again, if I consider this element, so this column, this row will be hidden. So we are left with these 4 elements. So 1 into 2 minus of minus 2 into 1. So 1 into 2 is 2 minus of minus 2 into 1 is again minus, so plus 2. So I got this as minus 3i cap plus 4j cap plus 4k cap. Got it? So what is the r cap vector then? R cap will be equal to vector r divided by r. So what is vector? Minus 3i cap plus 4j cap plus 4k cap divided by. Now tell me, what is the magnitude of this? So magnitude will be square root of minus 4i cap. It is actually minus 4i cap. So 4 square plus 4 square plus 4 square. So I am going to get 4 square 4 बार मिलेगा, तो minus 4i cap plus 4j cap plus 4k cap divided by 4 root 3. तो क्या हो जाएगा? 4 cancel. So what is the correct answer then? I'll get 1 by root 3 into minus I cap plus j cap plus k cap. So this is the unit vector. Got it, guys? So this is one of the application of cross product. If you have to find a vector or a unit vector which is perpendicular to two vectors, find out the cross product between them and then find out the unit vector. That is the answer. Got it, guys? Click yes if you have understood this. Question number 2. Guys, click yes if you have understood this. Thank you. बहुत बढ़िया. Now let us move on to next question. Come on, guys. What is your next doubt? Thank you, Kushal. चलो बच्चा, next doubt. Next doubt, please post your next doubt. Come on, guys. Okay. Pratik 4, Vikas 4, 4, 6. Wait. 4. Acha, 4. Question number 4. I think question number 4 is easy, bacha. See, क्या है question number 4 में? If A, B, and C, are three non-zero vectors. Non-zero vectors का meaning क्या? What is the meaning of non-zero vectors? The meaning of non-zero vectors is that their magnitude is not zero. Okay? And their non-zero vectors such that A cross B is C. Just write that A cross B is C. Question number 4. A cross B is equal to C vector. What does that mean? Can I say I'll get a conclusion that C vector is perpendicular to A and B? Got it? Achha. Second statement. If you see second statement, B cross C is A. क्या है? B. That means A vector is perpendicular to vector B and C. Now you just decide. If C is perpendicular to A and B, and A is already perpendicular to B. So A is perpendicular to B. So C is perpendicular to A and B are also perpendicular to each other. So can I say that all the three vectors are perpendicular to each other? Got it, guys? चलो, तो ये मिल गया मुझे कि all the three vectors are what? Perpendicular to each other. That is what we have to prove. Now also prove that B is equal to 1 and modulus of C is equal to modulus of A. क्या निकालना है मुझे? What do you have to prove? Modulus of B is equal to 1. That means the magnitude of vector B is 1 and modulus of C is equal to modulus of A. So from this one, what can I write? कुछ और क्या लिख सकते हैं? Can I write from this one? I can write AB sine of 90 is equal to C. AB sine of 90 is equal to C. So I can say AB is equal to C. Similarly, I can write here BC sine of 90 is equal to A because all of them are having 90 degree each other. So I'm having BC is equal to A. Now I have to prove that modulus of B is 1, modulus of B is 1 and C is equal to A. चलो देखो तो कैसे निकालेंगे? If I put the value of C from here, if I put the value of C from equation 1, can I say that B into AB is equal to A? So A and A get cancelled. So what is the value of B? That means 1. Modulus of B is what? 1. If you put modulus of B is 1, you'll get C is equal to A. Again, if you put modulus of B is equal to 1, C is equal to A. So hence, C is equal to A as well. Guys, click yes if you have understood question number 4. Click yes if you have understood solution for question number 4. Thank you. Now let us move on to next question. Next question is question number 5. Question number 5 and question number 6, both of them are similar. Okay? So let me solve this for you. And please remember the conclusion that we are having after solving question number 5 and 6. Okay? So question number 5. In question number 5, it is asked us to prove that the area of triangle between A and B, area of triangle contained between A and B is 1/2 of the magnitude of A cross B. So चलो A cross B A और B दिखाते हैं. Let us say this is vector A. And this is vector, थोड़ा बड़ा बनाता हूँ, ठीक है? Just for the better understanding. This is vector B. Now, what will be that triangle which will be contained in between them? So, can I say that triangle will be formed if I join these two lines? If I join these two endpoints, I'll get a triangle. That means it is asked to us that if this is A, this is B, or let me write in a different form. If this is O, this is A, and this is B. So I have to find what is the yes बच्चा, correct है कीर्तन, correct है. Area of triangle कैसे निकलता है वो दिखा रहा हूँ, ठीक है? Area of triangle OAB is equal to 1/2 into modulus of. This is what we need to prove. This is what we need to prove. But you have to remember this particular conclusion. ठीक है? कैसे करते हैं दिखाता हूँ देखो. What is area of triangle? Area of triangle is nothing but 1/2 into base into height. Got it? Acha, consider, let us say the angle between A and B is theta. So if I ask you to find area of this triangle, you will need a base length, and then you need the height corresponding to that. If I assume OB as the base, I'll say this will be the height. So let us draw a height. If I draw a perpendicular here, and if I name this as M, can I say that area of the triangle will be 1/2 into, क्या मिलेगा बच्चा? OB into AM. What is OB, guys? OB is nothing but, देखो OB. What is OB? OB is nothing but length of this vector B. And what is length of vector B? That is nothing but the magnitude. So can I say this is nothing but B into, what is AM? If you see this right angle triangle, this length is A. This length is A because this is the A vector. So length of this line will be small a, correct? So this is A. Now what is this AM then? Can I say that if this is A, this is theta, so this is A sine theta? Got it? If this is A, then this will be A sine theta. So can I say that AM is nothing but A sine theta? So I am going to get 1/2 into AB sine theta. And tell me guys, what is the magnitude of A cross B? That is nothing but half into AB into sine of theta, if theta is the angle between them. So can I say that is nothing but half into A cross B modulus? This is it. Hence proved according to your language. Got it, guys? Click yes if you have understood. Guys, please click yes if you have understood. Thank you. बहुत बढ़िया. So whenever you have been given two vectors, and if this is being asked to you that find out the area of triangle contained between them, then how will you find that? You have to use half into, you have to use this formula. क्या मिलेगा? Half into modulus of A cross B. Find out the A cross B, find out the magnitude of A cross B, and then take half. That is the area of triangle. Similarly, if I ask you to find area of parallelogram, क्या पूछा गया आपसे? Find out the area of parallelogram. If this is that area of parallelogram. See, question number 6. Find the area of parallelogram formed by these two vectors. So first I'll find the formula, then I'll try to get the answer. So consider this is vector A, this is vector B. So let us say this is vector A and this is vector B. If I draw the same parallel A this side here, and if I draw the same B vector this side here, I'll get this parallelogram using two vectors. So using two vectors, you can draw a parallelogram every time. Let me consider this length is theta. This length is theta. Now tell me, if I join these two lines, these two points, tell me what should I write if this is A or this is O, this is A, this is B, and this is C. What is the area of parallelogram? Area of in this case, what is the area of parallelogram? Can I say that this area of parallelogram is nothing but area of triangle OAB plus area of triangle ACB or CAB, कुछ भी लिख सकता हूं. Guys, click yes if you are getting this. What did I say? I can get this area of parallelogram by adding two areas. By getting this area and then by adding this area. So total area will be area of this triangle plus area of this triangle. This is vector B. This is vector A. Tell me, how should I write area of this triangle? Just now we have figured out, if you're having a triangle like this, if these are the two vectors, then what is the area of this triangle? I can write half into A cross B ka modulus plus. How should I write this? Again, this is what vector B, this is what vector A. बीच में ही ऐसे. So can I say that is also half into vector A cross B ka modulus. So can I say I'm going to get A cross B ka modulus. So area of parallelogram constructed or made using two vectors A and B will be modulus of A cross B. Okay? This formula has been used as an application of cross product. If you refer any book, उसमें directly ये application के रूप में लिखता है. But we have included this in a question so that you should understand that how we are going to get this value. Okay? Now, if this is vector B, this is vector A, then area of parallelogram will be A cross B ka modulus, magnitude of cross product between the vectors. Now, if you read this question, what is vector A? I can consider this as vector A. Vector B, this is vector B. Now find the cross product and then we find the magnitude. So 1, 2, 3. So vector A is now what is vector B? If you read the question, what is vector B, guys? किधर गया? Question number 5, 6. 2 minus 2, 4. 2 minus 2 and 4. तो क्या करना है? So area of parallelogram. will be I cap plus 2j cap plus 3k cap cross 2i cap minus 2j cap plus 4k cap. Find out that cross product, you'll get the answer. After getting the cross product, find out the magnitude. That will be the answer for area of parallelogram. Now guys, please do remember this, that area of triangle will be half A cross B. Area of parallelogram will be directly magnitude of or modulus of A cross B. So please do remember that. Direct questions have been asked and you have to remember this particular conclusion. Okay? Chalo, guys, let me know if you have any doubt in this question or in this problem solution. Let me know if you have any doubt, or click yes if you have understood this. Click yes if you have understood this. Thank you. Chalo, next question. Come on guys, next question. Guys, waiting for your response. Please write the question number in the chat. Next doubt in this chapter. No doubt. So you have solved all the questions. Question number 7. Karthik Viswa, question number 7. Okay, रित्विका ने भी क्वेश्चन नंबर 7 बोला था. ठीक है. देखो बहुत ही आसान सवाल है, तुम लोग सिर्फ डर गए और कुछ नहीं. See, a force on a moving charged particle in magnetic field. This you are going to study in PU2. What is the force on a magnetic charge on a charged particle? So that force is given to you as QV cross V. So this relation is given to you. Then Q is the charge on the particle, and the value of Q is also given to you. That is 2 units. What is V? So V is also given to you. What is B? B is also given to you. Just find out V cross B. Find out what is V cross B and then multiply 2 with it. That is the force. Got it, guys? क्या करना है? Find this. ऐसा. Let me use black color. Find V cross B. How will you find V cross B? I cap, J cap and K cap. V cross B. V क्या हो गया? First vector. V is what? The first vector. तो ये हो गया first vector. तो 1, 0, -2. What is B vector? So B is what? 4, 3 and 1. Find out this into 2. That's it. Because Q V cross B. This is V cross B into Q. Q is what? 2 unit. Just find out this. That is the answer. Karthik, Viswa, Sarvesh, Ritvika. Got it kya? Samajh mein aaya? Let me know if you have any doubt in question number 7 still. Or click yes. Thank you. So please work it out. Please find the cross product. You'll get the answer. Pakka you'll get the answer. Don't worry. Okay. Now next question. Next question, guys. Next doubt of this chapter. थोड़ा fast बोलेंगे, जल्दी बोलेंगे. Question number 8. Manoj DS is saying question number 8. Anybody else who is having doubt in question number 8? Vishwa. Then Vikas. Okay, सिर्फ 2. Gaurav, Sneha. ठीक है, देखो. So first given condition is what? A, B, C are what? Unit vectors. A, B and C are what? Unit vectors. That means magnitude of A, B and C is what? 1. ठीक है? In 6th question. Ritvika, why? I'm not going to find R cap. Why should we find R cap? I have to find the magnitude. चलो देखो. A, B, C are what? Unit vector. Suppose that A dot B is equal to A dot C is equal to 0. What does that mean? What are the conclusions that you can make out of these? That means A and B are perpendicular. Similarly, A and C are perpendicular. Correct? Very good, guys. Good. So A and B are perpendicular to each other, and A and C are also perpendicular to each other. Achha, then don't say B and C should also be perpendicular. ऐसा नहीं होता है. A and B are perpendicular to each other. A and C are perpendicular to each other. ठीक है? The angle between B and C is given to us as pi by 6. Then we have to prove that vector A is equal to plus minus B cross C. Acha, what about the direction? Just tell me what about the direction. Can I say that A, A is perpendicular to B and A is perpendicular to C? Here A is plus minus to B cross C. Can I say that A will be perpendicular to B and C? Right? So direction we have already discussed. If I write that, question number 8, that A dot B is equal to A dot C is equal to 0. What does that mean? That means A vector is perpendicular to vector B, and similarly क्या लिखेंगे? A vector is perpendicular to vector C. That means A is perpendicular to B and C as well. So similar as to, I can write this as vector A can be written as some constant K into B cross C. I can write around so, because direction of A is what? Perpendicular to B and C. I can write like this. Got it? Or you can say that direction of A is what? Perpendicular to B and C. So whatever the value I'm having here, so unit vector of this dot unit vector of this must be 0. But वो करने की जरूरत नहीं है. This is the conclusion that you can make. So I got this. Now this is what we have to prove, where this K has to be plus minus 2. Right? Where K has to be plus. Yeah, I can also write C cross B. I can also write this as C cross B, because perpendicular का मतलब क्या है? C और B दोनों का perpendicular है. That is why I'm saying if it will be plus 2, that means A is perpendicular to B cross C. If it is minus 2, that means A is perpendicular to C cross B. That's it. Okay. So how will I get the value of K here? How will I get the value of K here? So find out. एक एक करके find out करेंगे. तो देखो, I know this. क्या है बच्चा लोग? तो I can say we have to prove. So we can write A vector can be written as K into BC into sine of. Tell me what is the angle between B and C? That is pi by 6. So pi by 6. So I can write K into BC into 1 by. Right? Now find out what is B, what is C. क्या है B और क्या है C और क्या है A? A, B, C, all of them are what? क्या है बच्चा लोग? A, B and C, all of them are what? Unit vectors. So I'll put 1 is equal to K into 1 into 1 into 1 by. So I'll get, so this can be written as plus minus this. So I'll get K is equal to plus minus 2. So I can say vector A is equal to plus minus 2 into B cross C. Guys, let me know if you have any doubt in this. Let me know if you have doubt in this. In question number 8. Come on, guys. Because please write properly. I don't get. You have written y plus minus 2. क्या है? Guys, did you understand this? Click yes if you have understood this solution. Question number 8. Click yes if you have understood this solution. Because A is perpendicular to B and C also, I can write this as A vector is equal to some constant K into B cross C. Similarly, I can write minus K into B cross C as well. ठीक है? Because A is perpendicular to B cross C. So B cross C or C cross B, both of them are having what? If I'm writing, let me write it here like this. Or I can write like this also. ठीक है? Ritvika, please revise cross product. You don't know. You don't revise actually. That is the meaning. When you're asking how do we find magnitude of cross product, that means you don't know how to find cross product. Hey Sakshi, line kaun sa line? There is no any line which is above K is equal to 2. Why are you going to somewhere else? I'm just finding out the vector thing. Why are you going to line or something like that? A is perpendicular to B, A is perpendicular to C. We know the property of cross product. That means if you are finding B cross C, that means there will be a line which is perpendicular to B and C. Or if you are finding C cross B, that means the cross product of these vectors, this cross product is what? The perpendicular to some other vector, right? Yes, yes, because that is why now we have said कि हाँ minus एक use करना चाहिए. That is what I am writing. I can write like this also. Both the equations, equation 1, equation 2, both the equations suggest that A is perpendicular to B and C. And here also A is perpendicular to B and C. That is why I have written either plus or minus. दोनों लिख सकते हैं. We should consider both of them. Got it? Pranav, did you attend my class? Or this is your first class? Pranav, did you attend any of my class? How do you write vector A is parallel to vector V? Pranav, you just write that in the chat. Please write that. How do you write vector A is parallel to vector V? Tell me. Please write that answer in the chat. If I'm saying vector A is parallel to vector V, how do you write that? Now I'm not getting any answer. If vector A, कोई भी vector है, vector A is parallel to vector V, I'll write some constant k into vector V. Then A and B are parallel. In the question, I got that A is perpendicular to B and C both. So B cross C will give a direction which is perpendicular to B and C. A is also perpendicular to B and C. That means A and this value will be parallel. Just read the question, bacha. Please analyze it properly. Just don't think some spoon feeding will come. Please use your brain. A is perpendicular to B and A is perpendicular to C. That means if I find B cross C, that means I am getting a vector which is perpendicular to both of them. That is nothing but A. So A and the cross product of B and C must be parallel. That is why I have written like this. Got it? It's okay, bacha. It's not like that. If you have any doubt, please ask. But please, आराम से सोचो, समझो. ठीक है? Please analyze. Sakshi, I don't know what you're trying to say. Line, which line, yaar? Okay, the line written above k is equal to plus minus 2. I have just solved this, bacha. B is 0, B is 1, C is 1, A is 1. ठीक है, सब put करेंगे. 1 is equal to plus minus k into 1 into 1 by 2. I'll get this k is equal to plus minus 2. Read the equation. I think you have not read the equation. A, B, C are unit vectors. What is the magnitude of unit vector? That is 1. That is what I have put it here. 1, 1, 1. So 1, 1, 1. That's it. ठीक है? चलो. Next question. Come on, guys. Next question. Question number 9. अच्छा, ठीक है? डर गया, फिर से डर गया. Everybody got scared, got afraid of this particular question. Again, this is very simple question. This concept, angular momentum, you are going to study in P7, rotational dynamics. देखो पूछा क्या है, बहुत ही आसान सवाल पूछा है. Angular momentum L is mathematically defined as the cross product of R and P. ठीक है, बता रहा है तुम्हें, समझा रहा है. That angular momentum is mathematically defined as cross product of R and P. What is R? R is the position vector of particle about the point of rotation. R क्या है बच्चा लोग? Position vector of the particle about the point of rotation. And P is momentum. क्या है बच्चा लोग? P is the momentum. That is, P is defined as m into v. M क्या है? Mass. V is the velocity. So m into v vector is the momentum. Now it is asked us, it is told that two particles, each of mass small m and speed v, travel in opposite directions. क्या करे? Travel in opposite directions along parallel lines separated by a distance v. So let me draw that diagram for you. Question number 9. So there are two parallel lines separated by distance d. And there are two particles of mass m and velocity v. Each of them are having mass m and velocity v. And they are moving in opposite direction. Like this. So this is particle 1. This is particle 2. That's it. ठीक है, बहुत बढ़िया. नाउ रीड द क्वेश्चन. Show that the vector sum of angular momenta of the particle. Angular momentum का मीनिंग क्या है? Plural form of momentum. Okay, plural form of momentum. अथर्वा, I am taking class. Please don't ask these questions during the class. ठीक है? If you are so restless, please leave my class. ठीक है? Show that the vector sum of angular momenta of the two particle system is the same whatever be the point about which angular momentum is taken. Question is, you have to show that the vector sum of angular momenta of two particle system is same whatever be the point about which you are finding the angular momentum. Let me consider any arbitrary point. Let me consider this is that arbitrary point. ठीक है? अरे यार, तू पढ़ना ना, बाद में पढ़ाऊंगा ना विकास. Why are you just trying to be over smart कि मुझे सभी अभी बता दो? You don't know the basic meaning of angular momentum. I can't teach you that right now. ठीक है? So please have patience. Time आएगा when I'll teach you rotational motion ना, show all your talent. देखूंगा उस टाइम पे. And I'll teach you also. थोड़ा सा have patience, right? We have not started physics yet. These are the tools that we are studying. So please have patience. पढ़ाऊंगा, सब कुछ पढ़ाऊंगा. So if this is the point about which we have to find the angular momentum, how many particles are there? There are two particles, 1 and 2. You have to find the vector sum of angular momentum. That means find angular momentum of this particle about this point, then find angular momentum of this particle about this point, and then add them. ठीक है? What is angular momentum? So it is defined as angular momentum as r cross p. क्या है चलो? R cross p. What is r? Position vector of particle about point of rotation. Go to this. If this is the position, so position vector of particle about point of rotation. So can I draw a line like this? So this will be r2 vector. What will be r1? So this will be r1 vector. Guys, let me know if you have understood this till this point. R cross P. So R2 cross P, इसका क्या हो जाएगा? This will have P2 like this. This will have P1 like this. So what will be net angular momentum? See, angular momentum will be denoted by L vector. L vector will be written as L1 plus L2. Vector sum of angular momentum of 1 and angular momentum of 2. So how will you find L1? So R1 cross P. How will you write L2? R2 cross P2. Now try to find out this. कैसे निकालेंगे? R1 cross P, R2 cross P. You can consider any distance, right? तो कुछ भी distance मान सकता है. Now tell me, how should I write the magnitude of this? How should I write the magnitude of? अच्छा, first of all, find out what will be the direction of this R1 cross P and R2 cross P. Tell me what will be the direction of R1 cross P1? Into the plane or out of the plane? R1 cross P1. Come on, guys. Tell me what will be the direction of R1 cross P1? Into the plane. Okay. One of the answer is into the plane. Baki log, come on, find out the answer. Yeah, I know perpendicular to both of them. So perpendicular to R1, perpendicular to P1. So which is that line? Into the plane or out of the plane? Okay, विश्वा का भी आंसर आया है. बाकी लोग जल्दी. कार्तिक, सबका गलत आंसर है. कीर्तन, your answer is correct. Because now your answer is correct. Guys, come on, find out what is the direction of R1 cross P1. Manoj DS galat. Atharva correct. Aman correct. Very good. Aditya, Amograj, Anish, Anjali, Arpita, please respond. Please answer this question. What will be the direction of R1 cross P1? Aman correct. Jhansi correct. Guys, how do you find direction of cross product? Meghna, please review your answer. Ritvika, please review your answer. Tejas, review your answer. By using right hand thumb rule, right? Yes, Atharva, correct. Right hand thumb rule. कैसे यूज करते हैं? तो right hand thumb rule will be used as direct your right hand fingers along the first vector. Which is the first vector if I'm asking you to find the direction of R cross P or R1 cross P1? So first vector is R1. So direct your right hand fingers along first vector. Direct kiya. Now curl it towards the second vector, sweeping smaller angle. So curl it towards the second vector. P is what? Like this. So R cross P. The thumb will give you the direction of cross product. तो किधर मिला? ऊपर की ओर, मतलब out of the plane. Got it? अच्छा. Now tell me, what is the direction of R2 cross P2? Come on, guys. Yes, Pranav, correct. Perpendicular to the plane, out of the plane, but not into nahi, out of the plane. Correct. Tell me, what will be the direction of R2 cross P2? Yes, Tarak Datta, correct. Vikas, correct. Krishna, correct. Very good. Atharva, wrong. Pranav, correct. Dheeraj, correct. Vishwa, correct. Very good. Come on, guys. Sakshi, correct. Jhansi, correct. Kirtan, please check your answer. Atharva, please check your answer. Divya, what is the answer? Divya Godar, what is the answer? Divya, Disha, Gaurav, Krishna, Kishore, Arpita, correct. Meghna, correct. Now there are two Arpita. Arpita Agadi. Yes, correct. दोनों का सही है. Karthik, थोड़ा सा चेक करो. Karthik, Tejas, Ritvika, please check your answer. Sumedha, your answer is correct. Swati, correct. देखो क्या है? R2 cross P2. R2 किधर है? ऐसा है? Like this. Where is P2? Like this. Here. है ना? I have drawn like this. तो मेरे लिए थोड़ा सा different है, आपके लिए थोड़ा different. So everybody, please direct your right hand fingers along R2 vector. ठीक है? If I think you are seeing like this, right? R2 cross P2. Where is P2? P2 is here, right? R2 cross P. You can also direct your right hand fingers like this. But P2 किधर है? इधर है. Can you curl your fingers like this? Frog तो नहीं है ना कि इतना stretch like इतना elastic है आपका that you can curl your finger like this. You can't curl your finger like this, right? You can also direct your fingers like this, R2. But can you curl it like this? No. Curling का मतलब क्या ऐसा होता है? So I have to direct my finger such that I can curl it. So R2 should be like this, and P2 is what? In this direction. So curl it towards P2. Then in which direction thumb represent? Downward. That means into the plane. Okay? Yes, Kirtan. Sumedha, correct. So the direction of R2 cross P2 is what? Into the plane. Can I say that both of these vectors are opposite to each other? The cross product, the vector that I'm going to get by solving this, is it out of the plane, and this vector, pura vector, is into the plane. So there are two vectors like this, एक ऊपर एक नीचे, है ना? So they are what in opposite direction. Got it? They are what in opposite direction. Tell me, what will be the magnitude? Tell me, yeah, it happens, no problem. Acha, Kirtan has pointed a very nice point here. Those who are left-handed, ठीक है? Or those who use, like those who are ambidextrous also. Sir, मैं righty भी हूँ, lefty भी. Sometimes what happens, you'll be taking your pen, you'll be having your pen in your right hand, and you'll try to find out the direction is your left hand. वो गलत बताएगा direction. If you are left-handed, whatever we are using here, उसका direction उल्टा बताना था. If you are using if you are left-handed, then if you are using right hand rule, then the answer that will be getting using left hand, उसका उल्टा answer will be the correct answer. But my advice to you will be always use right hand, because here the name suggests right hand thumb rule. ठीक है? So please don't do mistakes. Left-handed, थोड़ा सा be careful with this. चलो, तो कैसे निकालेंगे? हाँ, now. So these two vectors are opposite to each other. So what will be the magnitude of this? So can I say L will be, or magnitude of this will be R1 P1 sin theta 1, R1 P1 sin theta 1 minus R2 P2 sin theta 2. Because magnitude of this is R1 P1, let us say angle between R1 and P1 is theta 1, so R1 P1 sin theta 1, and magnitude of R2 P2, so R2 P2 sin theta 2, where theta 2 is the angle between R2 and P2. Now tell me, if I say, since P1 is what? P1 is equal to P2. क्या बच्चा लोग? P1 is equal to P2. How did I say that? Magnitude of P1 is equal to magnitude of P2. Because P is m into v, mass into velocity. Both of them are having the same speed and same mass. So P1 is equal to P2. I'm taking P out. I got R1 sin theta 1 sin theta 2. Now look at the figure here. Diagram there. Which is angle theta 2 बच्चा? Theta 1 बच्चा? Theta 1 is this angle, right? ये इधर कैसे angle मिलेगा? This is theta 1. Correct है? If this is theta 1, I cannot draw that properly, but let me try to draw it. So this is theta 1. Now try to extend this or try to draw a right angle triangle. ठीक है? ऐसे draw करता हूँ. If this is theta 1, tell me which angle will be called theta 1. Can I say this angle is theta 1 also? Because they are parallel lines. So if this is theta 1, this will also be theta 1. If this is R1, tell me what will be this value. Sorry, not this is R1. पूरा angle दिखाता हूँ. यहाँ right angle triangle दिखाता हूँ. Let me draw. Let me extend it again. Let me extend it further. Let me draw it like this. So tell me what is angle theta 1. So this is theta 1. So this will also be theta 1. Pura angle will also be theta 1. Right? Chalo. Now if this whole length is R1, this is theta 1. Tell me what will be this length, this perpendicular length. Can I say that will be R1 sin theta 1? If I name this, if this is P to ho gaya, and this is, let's say, M. Then this is N. Can I say that Mn is nothing but R1 sin theta 1? Got it? Similarly, if I try to find R2 sin theta 2, what is R2 sin theta 2? Can I say theta 2 is nothing but the angle made by R2 with P2? So what I have to do? I have to extend this here. So this angle is theta 2. And if I try to find sin theta 2, क्या करूंगा मैं? Again, I'll try to draw a triangle like this. ठीक है? So if this is theta 2, can I say this is sin or this is pi minus theta 2? Got it? So similarly, can I say if this is R2, which is R2, this yellow line is R2. If this one is R2, I can say this will be theta 2. हो जाएगा क्या? Right? Pi minus theta, whatever it is. Chalo. So can I say that again? This length will be what? If I name this as R, so I can say. And if I name this as S, SR is nothing but R2 sin theta. Then what did I actually ask? I asked you to take difference of R1 sin theta 1, R2 sin theta 2. R1 sin theta 1 is nothing but this pura length. R2 sin theta 2 is nothing but this length. If you subtract this length from this bada sa length, can I say I'm going to get this D value? So I'll write that as P into small. Right? Very good, bacha. Correct. Can I say P is constant? Small d is also constant because P is m into v. That is given to us. Small d, that is the distance between the parallel lines. That is also given to us. I have considered an arbitrary point. I didn't consider any special point. I have considered an arbitrary point. But I am getting a constant value. I am getting a constant value. So I will say that irrespective of the point that you are taking, the angular momentum, irrespective of the point you are taking, the angular momentum of these two particles will remain constant. Got it, guys? So I know this is a bit lengthier or a bit confusing for you, because it's the first time you might be doing this kind of analysis, okay? Because you have not understood, you have not studied angular momentum, right? But try to understand this at your home, okay? Try to go through this particular figure one more time and try to work it out by your own. How did I write this as R2 sine theta? How did I write this R1 sine theta? Please draw a bigger diagram and try to figure out the lengths. You'll get the answer. Pakka will get the answer. Okay? Chalo. Next question, guys. Wait, let me switch on the light. Here it's raining heavily. Write the next question, guys. What is your next question? Okay, Kirtan is saying homework question number 10. Homework question number 10. There gaya. Okay, Tarak Datta is saying question number 9. Guys, how many of you are having doubt in question number 9? Guys, how many of you are having doubt in question number 9? Please raise your hand or click yes. Okay, as I can see, few of you are having doubt in question number 9. See, A, C, they are given to you as vectors. In coordinates. I know, देखो इधर 1, 1, 1. What is that? That is I cap plus j cap plus k cap. C is also a vector. That means 0 I cap plus j cap minus k. Then find a vector B satisfying the equation A cross B is equal to C. You have to find a vector B which should satisfy this relation. इसका meaning क्या है? What is the meaning of that? Meaning बहुत आसान है. That means C must be perpendicular to A and B, right? So C will be perpendicular to A and B. तो ये तो पहले से मालूम चल जाएगा. C will be perpendicular to A and B. Now C must be perpendicular to, C is already perpendicular to A. C must be perpendicular to B as well. That means अगर C is perpendicular to B, that means C dot B has to be, right? Now one more condition, that A dot B has to be 3. That means it is given to you. See, if I write that A dot B, क्या लिख रहा है? If I consider B as any vector, कुछ मानता हूँ, x I cap plus y j cap plus z k cap. I am considering B as, let us say, let me write it here. ठीक है? मैं DSS वाले में लिखता हूँ. Let us assume B vector is x I cap plus y j cap plus z k cap. I have assumed this. So क्या पूछा है हमसे? So we have to find this vector B such that A cross B must be C and A dot B must be A. बोला है ना? Yes. इसका मीनिंग क्या है? इसका मीनिंग ये है, this will give us this relation that B must be perpendicular to C. Then what does this suggest? ये क्या बोलता है? तो A dot A कितना है बच्चा लोग? Go to the equation. What is A vector? A vector is 1, 1, 1. 1, 1, 1 का magnitude क्या होगा? Square root of 1 square plus 1 square plus 1 square into B into cos of, what is the angle between A and B? तो नहीं पता अभी के लिए नहीं पता. तो A, this must be. Got it? समझ में आया सबको? तो √3 dot B cos theta must be. Guys, click yes if you have understood the conclusions that I have made here. Please click yes if you have understood the conclusions that I have made here. The first statement, A cross B must be C. That means B must be perpendicular to C, or you can say C must be perpendicular to B and A, both. Then second statement, A dot B is C. That means √3 is the magnitude of A. B is the magnitude of B vector. Into angle between A and B is not known to us. So I am considering, let us say, angle between A and B is what? Theta. So root 3 into B into cos theta will be 3. Got it? चलो आगे बात करते हैं. So how will I get the value of B? तो कैसे निकालेंगे? I can say that B dot C must be 0. B dot C must be 0. बहुत बढ़िया. अच्छा, एक और पॉइंट कर सकते हो आप. What is that point? I can say that one more conclusion that you can make, that is AB sin theta is equal to C. I can write AB sin theta is equal to C. What is A? Do you know the magnitude of A? I know the magnitude of that is root 3. Magnitude of B, I don't know. Into sine of theta is equal to. Do you know the magnitude of C? Yes, I know the magnitude of C. If you see the equation, C is 0 I cap plus y j cap, sorry, 1 j cap minus 1 j cap. That means magnitude is what? 0 square plus 1 square plus minus 1 square. That means root 2. Got it? So from this equation 2 and this equation 1, if I divide equation 1 by equation 2, I would get, क्या मिलेगा बताओ जरा. मैं सिर्फ बता रहा हूँ, सॉल्यूशन तो कुछ और तरीके से आएगा. मैं सिर्फ बता रहा हूँ एंगल क्या होगा A और B. So angle between A and B will be, so I'll write root 3B sin theta divided by root 3B cos theta is equal to 3 by root 2. Got it? क्या मिलेगा? 3 by root 2. तो यहाँ से tan theta क्या मिलेगा? Square root 3 by. If I would have asked you what is the value of, or what is the angle between A and B, if I would have asked you what is the angle between A and B, then what would have your answer? I'll say angle between A and B is nothing but यहाँ root 3 नहीं है, this is only 3, right? It's only. So the angle between A and B would have been tan inverse of B by root 2. ये भी क्वेश्चन पूछे. This question can also be asked. ठीक है? But we don't have to find that angle. मुझे क्या निकालना? मुझे निकालना B वेक्टर. Now find out B dot C. तो B dot C क्या होगा? So C मैं लिख देता हूँ इधर. So C vector is nothing but 0 I cap plus j cap minus. Got it? So find out करेंगे. So B dot C, x I cap plus y j cap plus z k cap dot 0 I cap plus j cap minus this must be. अभी देखो, सॉल्व करके देखो जरा इसको, क्या मिलेगा? X into 0 plus y minus z is equal to 0. So from here I'll get x, y is equal to z. I got y is equal to z. So shouldn't tan is, no bacha, I am getting it 2 by 1 किया ना मैंने? Okay, 1 by 2. Yeah, correct. My bad. Thank you bacha. So I have done 1 by 2, right? Yeah, so root 2 by, no problem. Thank you. Chalo. So y is equal to z मिला मेरे को. Now how will I get the values of x, y and z? I got this relation that this y and z has to be equal. How will I get the value of x? How will I get the value of individual y and z? चलो बच्चा लोग जल्दी बताओ. I have used this part, right? I have used this part. कैसे निकालें? Come on guys, tell me. How should I go ahead? You're having all the questions, You have all the conditions and equations in front of you. Tell me, what should I do now? I got a relation between y and z. How will I get the value of x, or how will I get the value of y and z? I have got the relation only. Simple सी बात है. Whatever the conditions that are given to us, that we have to use. I have used this relation. Did I use this part? No. So we have to use those parts, right? तो अभी क्या करेंगे? A dot B निकाल. ठीक है? Now I'll find A dot B. What is A vector? A vector is given to us in the equation as I cap plus j cap plus k cap. Guys, these things are not solution. मैंने सिर्फ ये आपको बताया था. These questions can be asked to you. These things will not let you do any good. ठीक है? If they ask you what is the angle between A and B, you should have done like that. ठीक है? चलो आगे बात करें. क्या निकालेंगे? Now A dot B must be. A dot B. A कितना है? I cap plus j cap plus k cap dot b xi cap plus yj cap plus zk cap. This must be, find out करेंगे, x plus y plus z is equal. Got it, guys? A dot b is equal to 3. So I have find out a dot b. A dot b is 3. So I have written it here. हालांकि उल्टा किया मैंने, नहीं करेक्ट है, a dot b is this. So now I am getting relation between x, y and z. I am getting relation between x, y and z. Now there are 3. How many unknowns are there? Guys, this is very, very important. How many unknowns are there? 1, 2 and 3. How many equations we are having? Only 2. To solve this, we are having only 2 equations. That means I need one more equation to solve this. वो कहां से मिलेगा? Tell me from where we should get that relation. जल्दी से बताओ. From where we should get that relation? Come on बच्चा लोग, जल्दी से बताने का. See, there are only 2. See, जब भी कभी फंसने का है, just go to the equation. A and C are given to us. These are the 2 relations that should be satisfied. What are the conditions that we are having? First, they should be equal. Second, they should be perpendicular. Now, third, these are the equations. I will use all of them. I have used this part here. I have used this part here. Did I use this? Got it? Did I use this part? No. So I'll find A cross B and I'll equate with C vector. क्या करेंगे? I'll find A cross B, then I'll equate it with C vector. Then I'll compare the I coefficient, I cap coefficient. Then I'll compare the Y cap coefficient. Then I'll compare the Z cap coefficient. See, if I write this, very, very important point, I'm writing it here. Please look at this. If I'm writing X plus A I cap plus Y plus B J cap plus Z plus C और कुछ भी C square कुछ भी ले सकता है और Z K cap is equal to I cap plus J cap plus K cap. Tell me what is the value of X from here? If I am writing these vectors, this is equal to, this vector is equal to this vector. Tell me what is the value of X from here? Come on guys, tell me what is the value of X from here? No, X is not, yeah, 1 minus, correct. क्या लिखेंगे? See, if this vector is equal to this vector, that means X component of this vector must be equal to X component of this vector. Y component of this vector must be equal to Y component of this vector. Z component of this vector must be equal to Z component of this vector. So I'll say X plus A must be equal to 1, Y plus B must be equal to 1, and Z must be equal to 1. Because X component of this vector is X plus A, and X component of right hand vector is 1. So they should be equal. Similarly, Y plus B and 1, they must be equal. Achha, individually nahi. We cannot write this individually. If this vector is equal to this vector, all these 3 equality must hold true at the same time. That means they will be pakka satisfied if this is what you are writing as an equation. Got it, guys? Similarly, why did I teach you this? Reason is very simple. Because when you are going to find A cross B, देखो इधर, you will get क्या? देखो A cross B कैसे निकालेंगे? Let me find it only. A cross B निकालने के लिए इधर लिखेंगे I cap, J cap, K cap. A क्या है बच्चा लोग? A is nothing but 1, 1, 1. B क्या है? X, Y, Z. So I'll write I cap into Z minus Y minus J cap into Z minus X plus K cap into Y minus X, Y minus X. This must be equal to vector C. What is vector C? So J cap minus K cap. So equate karo. I'm having this part. Let me copy it down. This is what we are having, right? चलो, तो यहां से क्या मिला मुझे? Now I'm having this as कॉपी करो इधर, I can write this as z minus y. Tell me guys, देखो यहाँ से कुछ मिला, y is equal to z. Can I say this will be 0 minus x, or sorry, minus z minus x j cap plus y minus x k cap is equal to j vector minus. होना भी चाहिए, it should happen. See, in C we are not having any I component. So in this part we should not have any I component. That is what that they haven't get constant. अच्छा आगे बताओ. Can I write from here z minus x minus of z minus x must be 1 and then y minus x must be minus. देखो मिला कि नहीं मिला यहाँ से, देखो two equations again. So you know the value of y and z, right? They are equal. Now you are having this equation 3, equation 4. Now solve this. You can use any of the three equations to get the value of x, y, and z. So see, I have actually taught you what are the conditions, what are the conclusions that you can make out of given equations. यहाँ से ये निकाल सकते हो. From here you can get this relation. From here you can get this relation. You can conclude any of them. So I would suggest y is equal to z, and then I would suggest using this. You'll get the pakka answer. Okay, guys. I think this is it. It's already 10:22. Thank you, guys. Thank you for attending the class. Stay safe, stay healthy, and yeah, this is not the last class for doubt solving. Tomorrow I'll do the doubt solving session for 3.4 and the initial first two chapters. Okay, so tomorrow will be the last class for vectors. Okay, basically tomorrow will be the last class for vectors. Thank you, guys. Thank you for attending the class. खूब पढ़ाई करो and please come tomorrow with the attempt. I can say that very few of you have come with the attempt. Okay, so till then, bye bye, tata, enjoy my day.